So everybody, welcome. Wonderful evening that we have. We've been having elections, IEK elections since morning 6 a.m. And now is the time for voters to come out and know the results. We hope the results are going to be carrying the wishes of engineers, and so right now we would just like to maybe analyze the results and see how they are going, and we hope that we will be able to. So I don't know if there's anybody with the results, or so far the results are not yet out. But before you continue, I would just like to remind everybody that I'm your host, Ndolo, and we have had a long session, both debating and both on Telegram, whereby we have seen how people have been debating, and I can see how much people are eager to know the results. So I can see many people are talking about 2 minutes to go. It's a polling station closed at 6. I hope the results were supposed to be around from 6:15. I can see many people having many messages of whom they wish should be with the president. And Engineer Mtilili has just put a message on Telegram saying that I hope we can now all say like St. Paul, I fought a good fight, I kept the faith, and I finished the race. Thanks everyone. This is one election that everyone has had a part to play rather, and more so, thanks for the fun and adrenaline along the way. God bless you all. Engineer Mtilili. I want to see if there is a candidate, especially the presidential candidate, a hot seat that has been there. Results have closed, results loading. That's the comment many people are doing right now. People are funny in our group. And they're very funny. Some of the messages I can't read. And funny enough, I don't trust what Engineer Lunga has just put on the page, that these are the list of people who were not able to vote. Unfortunately, we'll have to give credit to scrutineers and make sure that at the end of the day, there will be auditing of the system and how voting was done. The process is always as good as the results. So we hope the results will be audited, and so that we can now rest assured that the scrutineers, so far, they have done a wonderful job. We hope they continue the same until the auditing is finished. I can see people already congratulating Engineer Shiko. I don't know where they are having. Engineer Shiko is Lucy Wanjiku. I don't know where they're having the results from, because so far we haven't received. I can see Engineer Paul Kyoko saying, when we came together, great things happen, and we only buy what the country offers. Lots of appreciations to all engineers, and let's always be there to continually build IEK. Let the best candidate win, and sufficiently magnanimous to embrace one another all the time. We need to join hands together to fight the global pandemic of COVID-19. Thank you, Engineer Kyoko. And it's at this moment that I would also wish to advise members that I had a chat with a medical doctor, researcher in virology, and he advised people to try to not overuse hand sanitizers, especially the antibacterial and antifungal ones, because you might develop resistance on some drugs, especially antibacterial. So he advised that if it's cleaning, yeah, try to use alcohol and other cleaning sanitizers on surfaces that you think that need to be cleaned with them. But for your hands purposes, try to have try to use soap and water. Soap actually has never let people down, so it's the best cleaning detergent. What people always mistake is they wash their hands for a second. Public health workers have always advised people to at least take some minimum of 20-30 seconds washing your hands with soap. Clean it thoroughly. And washing your hands does not mean washing only the palm of your hands, but at least try to go a little bit up your wrist. That was the advice that I got from a medical doctor today as we were chatting. He is a good friend of mine. He is in a laboratory just next to where I am. I am doing some research on biomedical in electronics, electrical engineering. So I can see the results have been published by Engineer Okanga, and the results are as follows: Matalanga Nathaniel Wilson Omolo Natalanga, 590 provisional results so far. That means he is president-elect. Engineer Howard Ashundu done a good race, and the results 294. And Engineer Mutilili came third. Senior Engineer Okaka came last with 42 votes. That is for the presidential votes. And then we have Engineer Mutinda Lucy Wanjiku, first vice president. Wonderful race, strong woman, vice president-elect. Second vice president-elect, we can see we have Ohaga Eric Owino, engineer, with 765 votes garnered. Engineer Melda came second. Going to Honorary Secretary, we have Ogai Margaret Waruguru Ngodho, engineer, coming first with 750 votes, followed by Engineer Auma Stephen. Wonderful race. That was very tight for all of them. Engineer Paul Kioko, Christopher Kimeli, a wonderful engineer, former ex-CEO of IEK, and he has very good insights regarding how do you call it, policies, and actually having worked in academia with, and I think he can be a good asset to IEK regarding policies on how to intertwine practice and an academia. And let's see. That is Treasurer Engineer Moshigadi Fanuel has 510, and then the winner is Oyola Karen Aoko, wonderful, 655. So Treasurer-elect is Oyola Karen Aoko. Then for the council member ordinary position, we have the first six. The most garnered vote is Engineer Kiteme Sharma, followed by Doreen Kiende, then Adongo Christine Ugut, Grace Mudhoni, and then Otwani. Wonderful race there, Engineer Otwani. Wonderful. You have had a good race. And then we engineer Marambe. So I don't know whether I'm correct. I'm reading from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Marambe, I think, is the last person there elected in the ordinary council elect members. The race was a bit tight, and I appreciate everybody who came out. And I think we have very wonderful people who should be given opportunity to serve in councils, and this time round they should at least purpose to finish the constitution review within the first 100 days. And I think all these engineers, Engineer Carrot, Engineer Washira Kahoro, Engineer Collins Changole, Professor Sitati can be very useful for policies together with the Engineer Kyoko, Engineer Stanley Musau, wonderful guy, jovial. People mistake him for being arrogant, but I know he's a good person. He always means good, and he is also a jovial person, like joking a bit. So I think all Engineer Nyamai, Joshua, hats off. I think you still have something to offer to the society. Engineer Safian Yusuf, kakangu mdogo, na kushukuru. Natumai utazidi kuwa nasi katika kamiti ndogo ndogo za IEK. Engineer Korir Robert, I think you still have more to offer. Engineer Ngokonyo, I don't know whether you are the same engineer. You are the son of Engineer Francis Ngokonyo. I worked with, if he is your father, then I've worked with him, and I know he's a wonderful person. He can, you still have more to give to the society, and I believe your father have also instilled some of the knowledge that he has unto you. Engineer Okova, Engineer Mutala, Engineer Bosuben, Engineer Nyaga, Engineer Mutungi, all of you are wonderful people, and I think it's a high time that this race that was a bit tough and a little bit open as compared to the previous elections, we will be able to go far with these candidates. And I believe that because the election was a bit hot and the elections were a bit contested, we had thrown words here and there. It's high time that we need to know that elections always come and go. We can always be tough with one another. We play the good cards on the table. I always believe that if we play all the cards on the table, we will always have a credible election. And it's through election that we always have leaders that will always give us a chance to go to the next level of transformation. I know I had my own wishes. Of course, I was hosting the webinars, and during that webinar session, I was neutral until today at 4 when I posted my opinion. And in my opinion, can never be changed. I believe Engineer Nathaniel Matalanga is a wonderful person. The only thing that he needs to do is to try to give information to members when required and whenever necessary. Like why I say this, after the South Rift presidential debate, there was a meeting the following day at EBK where IEK members, officials attended, and we are still waiting for the information to date. We haven't received any information on what transpired and how things went down. So going for the position of the president, I believe he can try to see how this election has been. He has fought well. I think he's one of the progressive engineers. He even went on and opened his personal website. He has a website. He even have a YouTube account. So he can use these channels to share information with the members, not just during the elections only. Wonderful engineer is also Honorary Secretary. Honorary Secretary elect is Engineer Ogai Margaret.
Hear me? I don't know whether Ndolo has.
I can hear. I'm here.
Oh.
I can never run away. I'm still talking.
Are you done or okay? You just continue and then I'll talk later.
Just yeah. Then Engineer Margaret Ogai, wonderful Honor Secretary, and I believe she can restructure the society communication area so that we have a flow of information when members need it. And actually, we need more of information on the website. And I remember we chatted more about this on her webinar session, so everybody can still go and look for that. For the position of the honorary treasurer, if the voting has given the voters have given treasurer-elect is Karen Oyola, engineer, wonderful person, young and energetic. I hope she'll be able to put some structures to ensure that there is transparency on finances and how they are going to because members are agitated about how their finances are being used. And I hope with her, she promised to have some structures such that we will be able to control expenditure at IEK. Engineer Fanuel Moshigadi, uh, my senior in electrical engineering. I know you still have a lot to offer there, and I hope that Madam Engineer Karen can always consult you, and we'll have you in some of the in some of the committees and some sessions that so that you share knowledge together, and because only together that we can be able to move the society forward. For the ordinary council members, I only wish the six elected the best to serve us diligently at the council. But for the other members down there, I hope they were not elected this time, but the race was nice. The race was fight. Even the latecomers who started posting their posters late, I believe they have more information and more experience to share with, and the soft skills they have earned anywhere else, they can be used at the society. So having said that, I just want to wish all the council members elect all the best, and we pray that God gives them health and knowledge to steer the society to heights of transparency, heights of great leadership, and heights of engineering transformation in Kenya. Um, at this moment, I would like to introduce my co-host, uh, Diana Wedanji, and leave the mantle unto her to continue with the next session. And it's also before Diana comes in, I would also like, somebody is telling me that anyone noticed that the ladies have won 6 out of 11 position. Woohoo! As a champion of women and a champion of gender parity, this is a win kind of for me. And I believe my co-host will also uh, love that, because women have really done us proud. And as I said earlier, it's only a mother who knows the pain of the pinch in the house. So once they enter the office, I believe they will see the pinch where members are feeling uncomfortable, and they will be able to lead the transformation agenda from inside, and members will enjoy. So Diana, over to you.
So yeah, thank you, Dolo. Very good analysis there. Definitely excited to see when the gender parity hit, or rather has been considered. This goes to show that every member believes in these engineers, whether male or female, and they have given us them the chance to lead us. I'm looking forward to see their leadership. Very able engineers there. You look at Engineer Matalanga, he brings in the experience of being the HONSEC for quite some time, for like about 4 years, and being in the WFEO. You look at Engineer Lucy Wanjiko, of course, international exposure, very passionate about digitization, visibility. When you look at Engineer Margaret Ogai, very passionate about women engineers, very passionate about structures. Yeah, these are my personal opinions, by the way. And then you look at Engineer Karen, she always has the young engineers at heart. Yesterday when we hosted her for the webinar, Engineer Doreen would go ahead, or rather say that she doesn't, like Engineer Karen never understands why such conferences are so overpriced. So when you look at such people, you feel those are just the examples I'm giving. And of course, the IEK chapter members have really had a vibrant campaign, to be honest. And I'm hoping Engineer Grace, Engineer Otwani bring that vibrance to IEK. Yes, very exciting news. Of course, I've seen some of them, like Engineer Stanley concede that is and say that he'll support the new council. That is the spirit we want, because politics end. We are engineers, and yeah, we should look at the future. We should look at structures. We should look at how we contribute to Kenya when politics end. So at this point, it's opinion time for anyone who has an opinion on the elections or want to congratulate their favorites. This is your time. So I'm going to even go with the list. Gitonga, do you have anything to say? You can unmute your mic and speak. Okay, Yego.
Gitonga was in a noisy place. I think Yego has something. Yego?
All right, Diego, I think he's the one who typed, like, anyone noticed that ladies have won 6 out of the 11 positions. Yeah, definitely. So exciting. So
Hello.
Jaflet, yes, Gitonga. Or who is talking? Diego.
That is Yego.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How are you guys?
Wonderful, Yego. Yego, I have to thank you for assisting Engineer Okaka on that day, because I know he's somebody who's a bit afraid of the technology somehow, but he's a wonderful person. Thank you for helping us host him on webinar.
Exactly,
You're welcome.
yeah.
But I must admit that I was ambushed. I was ambushed by Engineer Kaka, but it went well.
How do you mean?
No,
How did he ambush you?
I was somewhere where he was. Huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for Diana.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I told him, Diana. I even gave him the phone number. I was like, no, you come help me with this